Good to have you join us this morning. It's a Friday morning. This is 32 FM 94.9 FM. We have the time 28 minutes before 7 o'clock. Welcome to Papers Review. On this program, we'll talk about issues in the news and we'll bring you analysis of such headlines. My name is DELE ADEYANJU.
Good morning to you, dear listener. I am OLUTAYO OGUNADE.
We'll take headlines. Yeah, here. From the Punch newspaper, we have these headlines. Buhari's no house in UK. Comments angers netizens. OB investment in Anambra next to nothing. Soludo. Forex crisis. Traders lose as Naira rebounds to 720 Naira to a dollar. Lagos, Port Harcourt likely to witness weather catastrophe. Federal government. Also, Imo APC PDP clash over detained INEC workers. Group sensitizes women to health challenges. Oil theft suspects reject extradition. Sues federal government. $200,000 bribe. Policeman promoted gets 1 million naira. State Assembly's speakers eulogize Ekiti counterparts. Asun, INEC meets security chiefs today, and the Nigerian Air Force continues bandit bombardment. Military acquires more jets. Tinubu eyes PPP for solid minerals. Ajaokuta development. Osun PDP Bika over alleged 90 missing vehicles. Osun community protests over remote monarchs removal. Just a few more. FCTA committed to empowering vulnerable Nigerians. Minister, and the last one here, Tinubu Sanwo-Olu Hill or Basa at 50.
All right, from Premium Times, Nigeria launches new tree planting initiative against climate change. Terror alert, we've restored confidence, hope in Abuja environs. IGP, hoodlum sets Osun INEC office ablaze. How we're checkmating Ebubeagu and Motekun, other state-owned security outfits. IGP, Ifeanyi Orerume sues Buhari over withdrawal of NNPC board chair appointment. What Nigeria must do to end child marriages. Expert Sanwo-Olu orders hail outgoing Unilag VC. Expert call for peaceful, accurate reporting of 2023 elections. Some more here from Premium Times. 8 Nigerian Americans elected to top political positions in US. In Bayelsa, flood-ravaged residents groan as food, petrol prices surge. Suspected IPOB members kill soldier, abduct another. Nigeria closely monitoring Twitter following Elon Musk takeover. And I can see the picture of Lai Mohammed there. Floods, Delta records 21 deaths. COP27 as countries announce adaptation funding support for Africa. Report says more is needed. And the last one here, Ondo community where residents refused COVID-19 vaccines.
From the Daily Post newspaper, Kogi acting chief judge visits prison, dispenses justice. December, Lagos government to jail sellers of adulterated expired products. Imo, PDP demands immediate release of INEC officials illegally detained by Ujodinma government. Currency redesign. Soludo backs CBN on new Naira notes. Tension in Taraba over plan to rotate tackling kingship's tool. Governor Buni presents over 163.1 billion naira as 2023 budget estimate. Voter apathy mass local government polls in Niger. No going back on Beavers, INEC. 65,699 PVCs, 904 ballot boxes destroyed in Ogun office. Fire incident, INEC. Atiku Otam has shown he emulates Jesus Christ Christian group. Reps move to abolish NDA in NEMSA. Nigerian Air Force police pledge united front to fight crimes in Niger. Also, 2023 population census to go 532.7 billion naira. NPC boss. A few more before we look at another paper. Senate threatens to remove Karen from federal budget. Insecurity. Census won't hinder conduct of 2023 elections. Senate. And the last one. Stop running to pastors for prayer. Engage more in personal prayers. Community tells Christians.
From Daily Trust newspaper, 2023, vote whosoever you like. Buhari tells Nigerians. Okay, contempt court sets aside EFCC chairman's conviction. How a man set his 5 children ablaze in Ondo State. Okay, INEC records 47 attacks in 33 months, holds emergency meeting today. Some more from there. Dollar crashes at parallel market to 730 naira to a dollar. 2023, Buhari Tinubu's alliance will collapse. Atiku, Buhari to King Charles. I haven't bought house since I became president. Elon Musk takeover. We're monitoring Twitter closely. Federal government. More here from the business side, of course, the crash of the greenback. APC will not survive after Buhari. That's from Atiku. FG approves over 10 billion naira stabilization for states. NNPP asks peace committee to wade into attacks on opposition leaders. 11 killed, 20 vehicles burnt in Kogi. A tanker explosion. One more voter apathy. Mars Niger local government polls.
From the Vanguard newspaper, Tinubu's $460,000 US tax. APC PDP campaigns trade words. Peter Obi's alleged investment in Anambra government is worth nothing. Soludo. Ibom Air to at least 2 A320-200s from Spain. Also, Aerotropolis. Aviation unions threaten to shut down airports nationwide. Reps kick against NAMA exclusion from 2023 budgetary allocation. Honda pilots returns with more. Okay. And Oshun Atauja's chiefs. Residents protest alleged plot to depose monarch. They won't allow any online platform plunge Nigeria into crisis. Why FG picked Ethiopian Airlines as national carrier partner. Aviation minister. We have set up team to investigate Atiku convoy's attack in Borno. IGP, the last one. From here, court void contempt case against EFCC chairman Bauer. We go on our first break this morning. We'll pay some bills. When we come back, we go into the analysis of the news today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us.
Twisco to support their big dreams.
Twisco, power your dream.
Ẹ̀yin tèmi àtúntì gbèdé o lójú ẹsẹ̀ tó ń gbóná pẹ̀lú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy.
Ayẹyẹ tó yílé ayé yẹn padà látọwọ́ Glow ni.
Gbàgede tó kún fún àwọn ẹ̀bùn jàǹkànjàǹkàn fún jíjẹ.
Ilé ogún tuntun.
Ọkọ̀ mẹ́rìnlélógún tuntun.
Ẹ̀rọ ọgọ́rùn-ún kan tó ń pèsè iná.
Ẹ̀rọ ìrọṣọ ọgọ́rùn-ún méjì. Ẹ̀rọ afẹ́tẹ́gùn tó ń gbaná sára ẹgbẹ̀rún kan.
Àtàwọn ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹ̀rún ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
Ṣé àti tẹ *611# láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì jẹ nínú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy. Ra dátà tí ó tó ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ọgọ́rùn-ún náírà lásìkò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí. Ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ̀bú ilé tó o bá dẹ̀ ra ìwé ìpè tàbí dátà láti ọgọ́rùn-ún sí ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá náírà lóṣooṣù lọ́sẹ̀ẹsẹ̀ àbí lójoojúmọ́. Wà á ní àǹfààní àti jẹ ẹ̀bùn ọkọ̀ tuntun ayékálẹ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀bùn tó kẹ́ màmá.
Má kàn rẹpẹtẹ kó lọ́nà gẹ̀rẹ̀.
Tẹ *611# nígbà yìí láti darapọ̀ kó o dẹ̀ máa jẹ lọ. Ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí ń bẹ láti oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2022 títí di oṣù kìíní ọdún 2023. Àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ó ń bẹ o.
Glow Unlimited.
Hey you! Yes, you listening to me. Do you feel like you've been trying to be someone else lately? Maybe you're starting to feel a little like Ade, the cool guy in your office. Or Becky, the girl with the good hair. Or maybe just someone that you admire. Take this from 7up. You will never be Ade, Becky, or someone you admire. Except, of course, you are Ade, Becky, or someone that you admire. Take this from 7up and Fido. You can only be yourself and should only be you because nothing shall pass. So sip some 7up, face life, and go back to being your original self.
7up, be you. Nothing shall pass. 7up, the diff is clear.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
Show me love. You show love.
Oh Omo, this year Basira still bad today. Hey.
Confirm. Biliki, abeg bring me 7-Up wazo bottle there. See, wetin you go drink?
Oh shit, J Baba. Hey, it be like say you don hammer this time, oh. Abi, you wan buy my own joy?
No dey whine me. You never sabi. Ground don level pa.
How you mean na?
See you fit enjoy your cold refreshing bottle of 7-Up, Mirinda or Pepsi 35cl for just 50 naira.
Why you no yarn me this one since na?
Abeg Biliki, add one chilled Pepsi for there.
Enjoy chilled refreshments with the Wazo bottles, 7-Up, Mirinda, and Pepsi 35cl glass at 50 naira only. Ground on level with the Wazo bottles. All now Wazo.
Hey, neighbor, I said let me come and check to see if all of you are fine.
Mama Didi, we're doing great. Thank you.
Your husband?
Oh, he's fine too.
And you?
Mama Didi, plus my grandfather in the village were fine. What is it?
My dear, the aroma of this jollof rice has been knocking on my door since.
I just had come and eat Joe.
Producing the new Onga Jollof Seasoning Powder. It's the new Jollof Taste Maker, made to give your jollof rice that rich jollof taste and aroma that's really hard to resist.
Onga, Mama's helping hand.
Beat Sakma with Jumia Black Friday. From November 4th to the 30th, you can get access to all those products you've had your eyes on all year at prices that will leave some change in your pocket. You also don't have to pay for delivery fees on thousands of products when you order above 1,999 naira. T's and C's apply. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
A dá gbogbo ọpẹ́ padà fún Ọlọ́run fún ti ayẹyẹ ìdúpẹ́ ìkórè àgbà tí ìjọ Cathedral of St. David Kúdẹ̀ ti Ìbàdàn tó tún kò.
Ọdún ìkórè dé.
Lọ́jọ́ Sunday, November 13th, 2022 ní ìsìn ìdúpẹ́ ìkórè yóò wáyé nínú ìjọ wa ní dédé aago 10 òwúrọ̀. Venerable Olúṣèyẹ Ìdòwú Ògúnrìndé ni yóò máa kí gbogbo àwọn àlejò wa pàtàkì káàbọ̀ lórúkọ Right Reverend Akíntúndé Pópóọlá, Bishop àgbà fún Diocese Ìbàdàn South. Lára àwọn àlejò pàtàkì tí à ń retí ni Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó, His Excellency Babájídé Sanwó-Olú, àti Gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́, His Excellency Engineer Olúwaṣèyí Abíọ́dún Mákindé FMSE, pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn àlejò pàtàkì tá a ti fìwé pè. Ẹ wá, ẹ jẹ́ ká fi ohun ìní wa bu ọlá fún Ọlọ́run ìkórè. Olóyè Báyọ̀nlé Adéwálé, alága ìgbìmọ̀ ìkórè ti ìjọ Cathedral of St. David Kúdẹ̀ ti Ìbàdàn ló ń kéde lórúkọ àwọn ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀.
Feliz Abidance, Feliz Abidance, Feliz Abidance, all of us felicidance.
Daddy, it's not like that. Let me teach you.
Families are already preparing for Laughter Santa 2022.
Jingle the bells! Jingle all the way.
Laughter Santa's here again, and he's smiling with lots of gifts. To participate, you can buy your Laughter Santa card for 2,000 naira only to see Santa and get your unique laughter number, which is your unique access to your Laughter Santa raffle on radio. And from 5:15 to 6 p.m. daily, from the 1st to the 24th December 2022, you can call on the Laughter Santa raffle show to win loads of goodies from Santa, like refrigerators, cash gifts, free meal for a month, bags of rice, bicycles, a surprise gift, and many more. You can get your Santa card at 4th floor, Cocoa House, Dubai. For sponsorship and inquiries, call INT'L on 0803-651-5050 or Tope on 0803-576-6925.
Ètò ṣé mo ṣe dáadáa?
Ìyá mi ẹ ṣe dáadáa. Èmi náà fẹ́ di eléré orí ìtàgé bíi tiyín.
Ọmọ mi ní ẹ̀bùn ọpọlọ, torí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe máa ń tì lẹ́yìn nípa mímú lọ wo àgbéjọ àwọn òṣèré.
Ọmọ yín gbìyànjú.
Mo máa ń ràn lọ́wọ́ lórí àkọ́wò rẹ̀.
Ẹ forí balẹ̀ fún ìdá mi.
Òkàrè, Twisco ni mo máa ń fún un. Kára ẹ̀ lè jí pépé.
Màámi, wọ́n ti mú mi fẹ́rẹ́ náà.
Àsìkò tèmi náà rèé láti fi yangàn fún àwọn ọmọ rẹ ní Twisco láti ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn èròǹgbà wọn. Twisco fún un lágbára láti mérò ọkàn rẹ̀ ṣẹ.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
32 FM 94.9, 6:47 a.m. from our studio here. I'm OLUTAYO. It's Friday, and we say thank God it's a beautiful Friday.
My name is DELE ADEYANJU. Thank you once again for joining us. I think we'll ride
solo today. We'll just do the headlines. We'll make it an open mic, so you can just contribute on any of the topics or any of the stories that catches your fancy. Right, we're going to start from where?
The Naira. The Naira has rebounded by 20.8% to $7.20 at the parallel market. Findings by the Punch have shown the development came 2 weeks after the local currency came under severe pressure at the black market, following the announcement by the federal government to redesign the Naira. The Naira, which fell consistently throughout last week against the United States dollar, tumbled to an all-time low of $9.10 to $1 last weekend. However, the currency began a rebound against the greenback on Monday after a week-long clampdown foreign exchange dealers in Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and other major cities by the personnel of the EFCC. EFCC officials had arrested over 90 broad change operators across the major cities in the country over allegations of currency hoarding and aiding politically exposed Nigerians and other criminal elements in money laundering. The Naira, which was bought and sold on the streets of Lagos and Abuja between $7.35 and $7.45 about 2 weeks ago, began a free fall shortly after the decision of the federal government to redesign the local currency.
Right, from the Guardian newspaper, Nigeria President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday said Bola Tinubu, the All Progressives Congress APC presidential candidate, will win the 2023 election. Buhari said during an interview after his meeting with King Charles, said APC is lucky to have Tinubu, former Lagos State Governor, as its presidential candidate ahead of the 2023 general elections. Let me quote, "What are the chances of my party not winning the election? We are going to win the election," Buhari said at end of quote. From the Guardian newspaper, Tinubu will win 2023 presidential election. We're lucky to have him, says Buhari.
From the Punch, I have this on Nigerian netizens have taken to social media to express their anger over the comments made by the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, in which he denied having a house in the UK. Buhari had revealed while responding to a question in a 25-second Twitter video posted by Special Assistant on Digital Media, Tolu Ogunlesi, on Thursday, that he told King Charles III that he had no house in the UK during the visit to the monarch. The president had said, unquote now, when he, King Charles III, asked me whether I have a house here in the UK, I said no. Even in Nigeria, the ones I have are those ones I built before I got into government. I am not very much interested in having assets all over the place. I feel freer when I have nothing. However, young Nigerians took to their various social media platforms to fault the reply given by Buhari to the British monarch, noting that the question was pregnant with meanings, describing the president's answer as miserably pathetic. I ended there.
From Daily Trust, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, has described the ruling All Progressives Congress APC as an alliance of convenience that will collapse after defeat in the coming presidential election in 2023. The former vice president said this shortly after the inauguration of the youth wing of PDP Presidential Campaign Council in Abuja on Thursday. Daily Trust report that the APC is a merger of three largest opposition parties: the Action Congress of Nigeria, led by Bola Tinubu, a former Lagos governor; the Congress for Progressive Change (CPC), led by General Muhammadu Buhari; and the All Progressives Congress, All Nigeria People's Party (ANPP), along with a breakaway faction of the All Progressives Grand Alliance (APGA) and the new PDP. From Daily Trust newspaper, 2023 Buhari Tinubu alliance will collapse. Atiku.
All right, I'm reading now from the Daily Post newspaper. Former CBN governor, who is now the governor of Anambra State, Charles Soludo, says it is within the province of the Central Bank of Nigeria to redesign Naira notes from time to time. Soludo also said that Anambra State will appropriately adjust and respond to the new policy by the Central Bank, adding that his state has no problem with that. The former CBN governor made the statement while fielding questions on the Channel TV program. The statement comes days after CBN governor announced the redesigning of Naira notes. He said he would not comment on the policies of his successor at the Apex Bank emphasizing that it is within the responsibility of it to do so. That's why I think we need to have lots of economists and bankers tell us the pros, the cons, instead of all the speculations, because coming to Nigerians, we are saying, is it the right time? Why should we spend that much on redesigning the Naira? But economists are saying, now let's look at what the impact will even be on the economy. We need to be educated.
All right, I'm sure we'll also get experts. We can look at some of these topics, particularly on the podium. I guess our listeners can just watch out for Saturday edition of the podium and look at that. The federal government says it is closely monitoring the activities of the popular microblogging Twitter following the recent ownership change of the platform. Daily Trust report that Elon Musk, an American billionaire, recently took control of Twitter and introduced major changes. The acquisition of Twitter by Musk began on April 14th, 2022 and was concluded on the 27th of October 2022 after months of back and forth lawsuit and verbal mudslinging. While making his opening remarks during an interministerial press briefing to present President Muhammadu Buhari's scorecard between 2015 and 2023, Minister of Information Lai Mohammed added that although no intention to ban any social media platform again, the government has resolved not to allow any social media platform to spread fake news, disinformation, and hate speech. Elon Musk takeover. We're monitoring Twitter closely. Federal government.
But why? I don't know. Why do we always have the photo of Lai Mohammed anytime Twitter and Nigeria is concerned?
He made a statement. Why made a statement?
Sometimes when he doesn't make any statement, when you're referring to Twitter and Nigerian situation, this photo automatically comes in.
Unofficial face of Twitter in Nigeria.
All right. From Daily Post, I have this story which will eventually become a controversial story on net very soon. I'm sure of that. The chairman of the National Population Commission (NPC), Alhaji Nasir Isakwara, has disclosed that it would cost the nation the sum of 532.7 billion naira to effectively conduct a census in 2023. He gave the disclosure while defending the 2023 budget of the agency when it appeared before the Senate Committee on National Population and Identity Management on Wednesday in Abuja. The NPC boss, who appeared alongside his management team, said the amount was purely for the conduct of the 2023 census, which he said would be digitally done. Right now, I imagine the types of headlines we're going to have from our people, like, is this the right time? We don't need any census. Like, we know that the Northerners will definitely have more figures. It has been whatever. I know this is going to spoil a lot of controversy. That's just our style.
Yes, we still have some headlines here. Let's go to what I'm trying to get is from Premium Times. I don't know if Dele can rescue me with a particular story there.
Okay, yes. Quickly, I'll take this one from Pastor Kumi. He said that Nigerians should stop running to pastors for prayer, that we should engage more in personal prayers. The General Superintendent of Deeper Christian Life Ministry, Pastor William Kumi, has advised Christians to reduce the rate at which they rush to pastors for prayers and instead engage in personal prayer with God. He spoke at a conference, a ministers' conference. He said it was totally wrong for people to shift their personal responsibility of taking their problems to God for divine solutions to their pastors, which is what is in vogue nowadays. Well, I don't want to talk about that, but something just comes to my mind now. That is, in Nigeria, the types of prayer we pray. Sometimes God laughs. You say, only when God is not a NEPA official.
Well, some of the prayer points are, like a popular pastor will say, they're not global. All right. The moment you step,
prayer points.
you leave the shores of the country. You realize, I beg your pardon, that some of these things that we actually pray about, and some people are making a business out of it. And that's why we say that thing must be a relationship. If you know him so well, no one will be able to deceive you. If you know the tenant so well, nobody will be able to to hoodwink you into, But hey, let's move on and check out this one from Premium Times. How we're checkmating Ebubeagwu and Motekun, other state-owned security outfits. IGP, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, says the activities of Ebubeagwu and other state-owned security outfits are being regulated by the police. Mr. Baba stated this on Thursday at the Presidential Villa Abuja while featuring in the 57th session of State House briefing organized by the Presidential Communications Team. Some regional security outfits set up by state governors have at different times been accused of torture and killings in their areas of operation. It's a long one from Premium Times. How we're checkmating Ibubeagu and Motekun, other state-owned security outfits, IGP. And of course, we should look at the present state of security on the Lagos-Ibadan Express.
That's just my next story. Police beef up security at Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Onigari axis. It has this right there. Allow us flush out bandits. Adams begs governors. Is that Gani Adams? Okay, let's check it out. The Oyo and Ogun State Police Commands have reaffirmed their commitment to rid both states and surrounding environs of undesirable criminal elements. Oyo State Commissioner of Police Adebowale Williams and the company of his Ogun State counterpart Lanre Bankole gave the pledge yesterday in a bid to proactively forestall future criminal occurrence along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Both commissioners embarked on a strategic assessment patrol and eventual deployment of assets around areas concerned. Adebowale said, consequent upon the above, the security architecture of both commands were also deliberately remodeled with cooperation from adjoining states police commands to deal decisively with criminal elements whose mindset is to use both states as a criminal hideout after being dislodged. In furtherance of the above, the good citizens of Oyo State are advised not to panic or agitate, as adequate deployment of tactical and operation assets will be seen swarming the axis and embarking on joint intelligence-led surveillance, aggressive patrols with adjoining states, combing of forests alongside local hunters and vigilantes, and permanent visibility policing measures intensified along the busy highways. I drag this story down and I take a piece from a statement from the Are Onokakanfo of Yorubaland, Gani Adams, who urged Governors Seyi Makinde of Oyo, Dapo Abiodun Ogun, and Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos to allow the newly inaugurated Oodua People's Congress team and the Southwest Security Stakeholders Group to flush out kidnappers and bandits operating along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Well, for me, whatever that has to be done must be done. If they are ready to put all force in motion to make sure that that road is safe again, because I passed through that road yesterday evening, my heart was actually in my mouth and this time my driver was mashing the brake every time. So what is it now?
You know, when some express the fear that if we are not careful, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway may become another Kaduna Abuja. I said it is not possible.
Amen.
This is the
God will not
this is Southwest.
God will not make it possible.
It is not possible.
Amen.
It is not.
Hallelujah.
Suspected suicide. Lady jumps into Lagos Lagoon. A yet to be identified woman jumped into the Lagos Lagoon from the Third Mainland Bridge on Thursday, an official has said. Olufemi Osanyitolu, the permanent secretary of the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, in a statement said that an operation is ongoing to rescue the victim. He said the lady alighted from an e-hailing taxi on the Third Mainland Bridge and jumped into the lagoon. Let me quote him. Upon arrival of LRT at the incident scene, investigation revealed that a lady in her late 30s plunged into the Lagos Lagoon, the statement reads. And of course, the driver of the taxi claimed that she was having a heated conversation with her fiance before alighting from the car. Suspected suicide. Lagos lady jumps into Lagos Lagoon.
Yes, that's a sad one. That's a sad one. But the thing is getting rampant, especially on the Third Mainland Bridge. So
a lot of people are frustrated. You know, things are happening. Times are hard. You know, it's, I don't know.
But we should stay strong.
Precisely.
Suicide is not an option. It's a criminal offense.
And even in our relationships, we should watch it. Some people may just be at the verge of just, ending it all. And such a person needs all the encouragement in this life. And so if that person comes to you and all he meets or she meets from you is negativity, that could further dampen the person, the spirit of the person. And, but of course, suicide is never an option.
We'll take a break for some messages. When we come back, we open the phone lines and we'll read messages from Facebook.
Beat Sakpa with Jumia Black Friday. From November 4th to the 30th, you can get access to all those products you've had your eyes on all year at prices that will leave some change in your pocket. You also don't have to pay for delivery fees on thousands of products when you order above 1,999 naira. T's and C's apply. Jumia, your everyday delivered.
tí wọ́n bá lo ráyéwá nítorí pé o lówó lọ́wọ́ tí wọ́n bá ń tàn ọ́ pọ̀ ráyéwá nítorí dúkìá tó pọ̀ tó ní ọkàn ò tí ì balẹ̀ pọ̀ ráyéwá àlàáfíà lògùn ọrọ̀ ṣáájú ara rẹ o ìlera sílẹ̀ mí gígùn gbogbo àrùn tí ń ṣe ẹ̀dá láyé náà kọ́ láyé fi ń ṣe ni bí dọ̀tí bá pọ̀ lára tí gbogbo ẹ́ńjìnì tán ṣẹ̀dá dá bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ tó kọsẹ́ má fòyà tó bá ṣe bí ẹni rárá tára rẹ ò ṣe déédéé pinnu ló kàn àyà ara rẹ o Benetton cleanser ní kò sẹ́mu agbanugbade fọgẹ̀dẹ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ara dànù Benetton jagunlabi panko pè ọ̀rẹ́ ara tọmọdé tàgbà tọkùnrin tóbìnrin ló lè lò ọ̀sọ́kùnrin sóbìnrin dò pépé Benetton cleanser atẹ́jẹsẹ̀ maradan bíi kóròsìn Benetton cleanser kìkìdé gbòógì tí ò lọ́tínú la fi ṣe ó ti wà káàkiri ilé ìtajà ògùn jákèjádò ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà a sì ń wá alágbàtà fún Benetton cleanser pé nọ́mbà kò demand 08034051533 08034051533 iléeṣẹ́ ẹ̀mí one naturalist care ló ṣe Benetton cleanser òun láyé tún lò.
Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited ń ṣàjọ̀dún ọdún méjì gbẹdẹmukẹ promo láfi ṣe láti sìn títí dé kárí ọdún. olóko gbowó ní Treasure Land Estate lálàbàtà Abẹ́òkúta 100,000 naira péré ni Greenland Estate lálàbàtà yìí kan náà 200,000 naira péré nìyẹn Achievers Estate nídò Ìbàdàn ó ti di 450 báyìí Kings Park Estate ní Mọ́níyà 1 million naira péré ni. bákan náà látúndílẹ̀ ní Rehoboth Park and Garden lélẹ́kùrú Mọ́níyà Sun City Estate alábàtà Mọ́níyà lásìkò àjọ̀dún ọdún méjì àti ember promo yìí ẹ wá kọ́fà tó lé ńlẹ̀ ọgọ́rùn-ún blọọkù ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ pẹ́ fún gbogbo ń bá tó bá ṣe tá àti kọ́lé ẹ̀bùn ọdún ti kólẹ̀ falafala ráìsì ẹran òróró àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. èrò bá mi ká lọ sí Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited beside Aremu Block Industry opposite IITA Mọ́níyà Ìbàdàn tàbí second floor Osana House adjacent Mao filling station Ọlọ́runṣògo Road Abẹ́òkúta 09016974421 tàbí 08138714860 Zenith Real Estate and Properties Limited. Asọdún ayọ̀.
Hi, my name is Tenny Makanaki, and did you know the metaverse is made for us to create, to free our imagination, and bring our biggest ideas to life? If you can dream it, you can create it. With Metaspark, your music isn't just for your fans at home. Your augmented reality stage can be anywhere. Dress up your avatar and give it some bling. And your next art piece can also be a one-of-a-kind digital collectible. So what are you waiting for? Come flex first in the metaverse with Meta Technologies. Naija, go to meta.com to discover how.
No matter what I do, you love me unconditionally. You show up for me every day. No matter when I show you.
A mother's love is unconditional. Nothing serves this love better than a bowl of Indomie. So, show some love with Indomie.
Show me love. You show love.
Ọlọ́run wọlé ìsàmúdó àlọ́ àdámímọ́gò máa rìnrìn agbára bóyá ká lọ gbàre wá.
Ìsọjí ọjọ́ mẹ́sàn-án pẹ̀lú dedication Adámímọ́gò Jesus City ló máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ Adámímọ́gò Global Convention ọjọ́ ayọ̀ ti 2022. Àkòrí tí Ọlọ́run fún wòlíì rẹ̀ Prọfẹ̀sà Olúwaná Adámímọ́gò ìtúsílẹ̀ pátápátá látọjọ́ Friday 25th November di Sunday 4 December ní o. Iṣẹ́ agbára ọlọ́kọ̀ ìjọ̀kan máa ṣe pẹ̀lú ìpè Ọlọ́run lórí àwọn ìránṣẹ́. Àwọn olórí ẹ̀mí bíi sí aláwìyé àlùkò. Bùkọ́lá Akí Adéṣẹ́wọlé Jésù. Esther Ìgbẹ́kẹ̀lé. Ìlàjà Kétódé Ọlọ́run Ọ̀sánbẹ́. Adéyínká Aláṣeyọrí. Pásítọ̀ S. Ọládélé CAC President Worldwide. Prọfẹ̀sà Olúwaná Adámímọ́gò. Wọ́n máa súre fún gbogbo èèyàn. Àǹfààní one-on-one counseling tó máa wà ó. Ní Jesus City ti Adámímọ́gò. Tó wà ní Ìbẹ̀jú Lẹ́kì Ẹ̀pẹ́ Expressway. Ìlàmìjẹ Village. Beside Alaro City Lega. Ẹ̀rí ọjọ́ ayọ̀. Àjọ máa sọ ni.
Ẹ̀yin tèmi àtúntì gbèdé o lójú ẹsẹ̀ tó ń gbóná pẹ̀lú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glow Festival of Joy.
ayẹyẹ tó yílé ayé yẹn padà látọwọ́ Glo ni.
gbàgede tó kún fún àwọn ẹ̀bùn jankan-jankan fún jíjẹ.
ilé ogún tuntun.
ọkọ̀ mẹ́rìnlélógún tuntun.
ẹ̀rọ ọgọ́rùn kan tó ń pèsè iná.
ẹ̀rọ ìrọṣọ ọgọ́rùn méjì. ẹ̀rọ afọ́tẹ́gùn tó ń gbaná sára ẹgbẹ̀rún kan.
àtàwọn ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ẹgbẹ̀rún ẹ̀bùn tó ká màmá.
ṣé àti tẹ *611# láti darapọ̀ mọ́ wọn kó o sì jẹ nínú ìfilọ́lẹ̀ Glo Festival of Joy. ra dátà tí ó tó ẹgbẹ̀rún lọ́nà ọgọ́rùn-ún náírà lásìkò ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí. ó dẹ̀ lè jẹ̀bú ilé tó o bá dẹ̀ ra ìwé ìpè tàbí dátà láti ọgọ́rùn-ún márùn-ún sí ẹgbẹ̀rún mẹ́wàá náírà lóṣooṣù lọ́sẹ̀ẹsẹ̀ àbí lójoojúmọ́. wàá ní àǹfààní àti jẹ ẹ̀bùn ọkọ̀ tuntun ayákálẹ̀ kan pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹ̀bùn tó kẹ́ màmá.
má kàn rẹpẹtẹ kó lọ́nà gẹ̀rẹ̀.
tẹ *611# ní báyìí láti darapọ̀ kó o dẹ̀ máa jẹ lọ. ìfilọ́lẹ̀ yìí ń bẹ láti oṣù kẹwàá ọdún 2022 títí di oṣù kìíní ọdún 2023. àdéhùn àti àsọtẹ́lẹ̀ ó ń bẹ o.
Glo Unlimited.
Feliz Abidance, Feliz Abidance, Feliz Abidance, all of us felicidance.
Daddy, it's not like that. Let me teach you.
Families are already preparing for Laughter Santa 2022.
Jingle the bells. Jingle all the way.
Laughter Santa's here again, and he's smiling with lots of gifts. To participate, you can buy your Laughter Santa card for 2,000 Naira only to see Santa and get your unique laughter number, which is your unique access to your Laughter Santa raffle on radio. And from 5:15 to 6 p.m. daily, from the 1st to the 24th December 2022, you can call on the Laughter Santa raffle show to win loads of goodies from Santa, like refrigerators, cash gifts, 3 meal for a month, bags of rice, bicycles, a surprise gift, and many more. You can get your Santa card at 4th floor Cocoa House, Dubai. For sponsorship and inquiries, call INT'L on 0803-651-5050 or Tope on 0803-576-6925.
Beat Sakma with Jumia Black Friday. From November 4th to the 30th, you can get access to all those products you've had your eyes on all year at prices that will leave some change in your pocket. You also don't have to pay for delivery fees on thousands of products when you order above 1,999 Naira. T's and C's apply.
Jumia, your everyday delivered.
Welcome back, 32FM 949 Ibadan. It's press review, and we open the phone lines right now, 08097,949 or 07055,949. We have a couple of messages on Facebook, but we have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
This is from Oyo. I want to ask a question. Whether Muhammadu Buhari has a house in London. If he has, people should expose him. That's number one. Number two, let's go to the expressway. Everybody should help each other. Federal government, state government, security and local vigilante, and people even in that area. Because this is not personal opinion. The people living in that area also contribute to security. Because they should have all these criminals. God guide us. Have a nice time. God bless you.
Thank you, Shegun from Oyo. We have a message from Balkis on Facebook. In my opinion, there is nothing worth celebrating. Even as the exchange rate of the dollar to the naira dropped, the ruling party came with the propaganda of making everything they met in the economy better, but the reverse is now the case. The same naira to dollar exchange was 216 7 years ago. Isn't this retrogression? ? Also, OLUTAYO, OLUTAYO. Good morning. It is good the naira has reverted to a lower level. However, as I keep saying, a low value does not necessarily spell doom for Nigeria. One advantage of a low value is it will force us to develop many products locally. Among others, it will also make our exports cheaper. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from Clement. Yes, court word content conviction against the FCC chairman. It is the glory and wisdom of our constitution that to prevent any injustice, no man is to be concluded by the first judgment. But that if he apprehends himself to be aggrieved he has another court to which he can resort to for release. The FCC chairman must have convinced the appeal court on why he could not obey the High Court order of November 21, 2018, directing him to release the property of PG and retired Chief of Marshal Clifford Obiawo back to the defendant, and the recent court order voiding his condition of contempt charge against him. I'm John. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Do have a call there. 009-7000-949. Let's take this message here. All right, Honorable Dikrola, he says, go and verify about Obi investment. Soludo has confirmed and verified that investment is next to nothing and worthless like zero after a decimal point. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good to have you, Balki.
Regarding the question King Charles asked from President Buhari, I'm looking at it from a different perspective. Like the king was wondering if it's not expensive, frequenting the UK as if you are taking his throne. Then I'm just thinking anyway, that perhaps they were thinking how the president of the whole nation frequent another country like that. How many presidents of other nations do that? So asking him if he had a house in the UK or not is not the integrity part, but he was not concerned about the court and of course wasting taxpayers' money. And let's not forget that this president vowed to reduce the cost of governance. Good morning.
Thank you, Balkis. Let's take this one here. I urge members of the public to reach the command in case of emergency through the emergency control room number created by your state government, 615 toll-free, or your state security trust fund. That's Sulaiman Sheriff. Thank you. We need to leave the studio now. Thank you, dear listener, for your time. I told Dele, offline the other time that I think my pastor is a fantastic preacher, but one of the very best sermons I've heard from him recently is that in all situations try and eat well. Jeon. Eat well. Yeah.
And that's just yours.
You don't need to kill yourself.
Whatever you make, if you are a billionaire, whatever enters into you is yours. Just eat well.
Jeon,
even if you are down, eat well.
Precisely.
If you are sick, eat well.
Try and eat.
I like K eats so well.
Very
much. In fact, too much.
OLUTAYO, Ogunade.
My name is Dele Adeyanju. Thank you so much for your time with us today.
Here is the station admired by other radio stations.
Yes, we are.
32 FM 90.